Hello to one on with you comic book readers out there. Mike from Comic Frontline here, and welcome to my double comic review in relations to Zenescope Appreciation Week. And the comic I'll be reviewing from Zenescope is Fly the Fall issues number 1 and 2. And this is the second volume, and I thought of giving Fly the Fall a try and see how I like it. So here is the first issue of Fly the Fall. And before I get into the story, by the way, this is a 5-part miniseries. This is written by Raven Gregory and pencils by Robert Gill. So in the beginning, it basically talks about some person who is watching this guy, and he goes by the name of Eddie. And before we get into how and why this is happening, it goes elsewhere 1 month later, where he talks about like secrets and reasons for keeping them from other people. And artwork right here, everybody, is drawn in a realistic way. And every time I open up a Zenescope comic book, the artwork just blows me away, and it's really amazing. And he lives with his wife, who goes by the name of Millie, if I'm saying her name right. And then it goes to 1 month ago, where he was in a bar drinking and being drunk, and then back to the past, where he was in college at the time, and Daniel, or Danielle I think, is his roommate. And she mentions about to Eddie this question, like, is weed the only thing you do around here, or do you still fly? And that actually builds a foreshadowing in future comic books, so keep that in mind. So then it goes back to the bar, where he doesn't leave, and when the police showed up, he winds up assaulting one of them and gets thrown in jail. Which then goes back to present day, and by the way, more artwork to show you right here. And Millie was about to shoot herself based on the picture that she was looking at, and she just wants the pain to end and everything else. So he gets a strange call from somebody who knows who he is, and he wants to give him something for him and his wife. So with that, what it appears to be is that there was a bomb behind the picture, and this happens. And after the big kaboom, there's another picture. Oh, his full name is Eddie Patron, by the way. So it goes back to where someone bails him out of jail, which is this woman right here, and I know her name because she's shown issue number 2, and she goes by the name of Mary. And that's to be continued in issue 2. And before I go there, this gets a 5 out of 5 star rating. And now we go into issue number 2 of Fly the Fall, where it which builds a recap of what happened last time, where his house exploded. And here's some artwork, which is the same artwork as we saw before. And basically, he tells Mary, you know, like, he doesn't know what to say, and she just wants to know, like, you know, what's, you know, like, what happened and everything. And he talks about that one time he wanted to try to save her, and her is talking about Danielle, who once again was his roommate. And she's just crazy and going around looking for the drug called the Fly, which is actually, like I said, from issue number 1. And she really wants it so bad, and Eddie says, you know, let me help you, because, you know, you need help and you can't get addicted to this. So she's just trying every which way to say, just give me one more and then you could save me, I swear never to do it again. And apparently, as he told the story more, it kept getting worse. Then he just feels that's his fault, and Mary tries to tell him it's not his fault and everything. And then there's a scene where he buries Millie, because she died from last issue. And here's an interesting part. We go to a secret research facility where this doctor named, or actually this guy, Mr. Kaiser, talks to Stacy, who, or Stacy Whittaker, who is a doctor. And she does an experiment with a lab mouse by giving them the antidote of the thing called the fly, which they are completely unharmed, and everything else about it you can definitely read the comic to see for yourselves. So Mr. Kaiser actually wants to try the antidote for himself for human testing, and he was sure about this, which gave him some powers from what it does and everything. And there's this like huge dialogue where Eddie talks, you know, about you know, that about her and everything, like saying, you know, that he never wanted anything bad, you know, to happen to her and everything, and how everything would have been different if things were good, and you know, he just never wanted this. But then, in the end, it looks like we're going to get a little bit of a fight between Mr. Kaiser and Eddie, and that's to be continued in issue number 3 of Fly the Fall. And this comic book also gives me a rating of 5 out of 5. So these two comic books were really excellent. This is my first time reading this, and I actually recommend you guys pick up issues 1 and 2. I will be reviewing issues 3 and 4 in the video sometime this week, and I will you know, tell you guys what happens in the next 2 issues. But for adult readers, because there is lots of blood and gore and there's some swearings here and there, but I would definitely recommend you guys pick up The Fly. And like I said, in the future video I will do the coverage of the next 2 issues in that. So with that, guys, that is my double comic book review of Fly the Fall issues number 1 and 2 from Zenescope in relation to Zenescope Appreciation Week. Don't forget to check out Comic Related and ComicFrontline.com. Both of us are your number 1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Subscribe to Comic Frontline today for more vids to come, and comment below if you read Fly the Fall Volume 2, your thoughts, questions, or anything else you want to say. Please feel free to let your voice be heard in the comment box. And to all you comic book readers out there, Mike from Comic Frontline saying take care and keep watching. Later, everyone.